Hi, welcome to ALF. We're on Weather and Water, and this is Center 3. And we're going to talk about the water cycle and the incredible ice. So this is going to kind of circle back to the introduction if you use our handy-dandy demonstration materials in here. And we're going to talk about the distribution of the world's water, which is what we did in the introduction, or you could do this for the conclusion. So if you're doing intro and conclusion, you might want to put one of these in there. But anyways, it talks about how all the water on the earth, and it talks about fresh water and then accessible surface fresh water. So the water that would be frozen or otherwise. Then years and years ago, someone did these nice things. They were doing the water cycle. So you can talk about the water cycle, and you can talk about condensation, evaporation, and precipitation. So that's the kind of exciting thing. And somewhere there's a song, but I'm not going to sing it today. Yes, so we got another diagram. So condensation, precipitation, evaporation. So evaporation goes up in the clouds, which you made a cloud in center 1, and then precipitation. So it's the water cycle. So that's kind of the background information on it. We have a much simpler diagram for the younger kids, plus our drawing. So you can talk about how water cycles. And then we're going to show you a little mini water cycle in a bottle. And each child or student could do this on their own. Oh, but wait. But first, we have to talk about the magic temperature of water. So magic temperature of water is that ice is less dense than water, so it floats. Can you imagine if ice froze and sunk to the bottom, and then it would kill off lakes and things like that? I think, yeah, so this little poster kind of demonstrates that. And it's a lot of big words, but you can still read it to the younger kids because it's just an interesting thing to think about how sacred our water is on Earth. So I kind of ran through that. Anyways, then we have our experiment. So they're going to make their own water cycle. So each child can have a glass. So I'm just going to use one. And volunteers should bring in some ice. And I like this stuff, not the bought stuff. I like homemade because it's nice and solid. The store-bought stuff is a little bit airy and it doesn't demonstrate as well. So we have a hot water carafe, and you're going to borrow it from some other centers. So all the centers that need the hot water carafe, which I think is 1, 2, and 3, need to be in the classroom. But we're going to pour a little bit in here. Let's see. It says, I don't know how much. We're going to wing it. I'm going to fill a little bit half full with hot water. And then I'm going to take some saran wrap. Oh, I'm going to fight it first because that's how it goes. Okay. That's the comic relief of the video. Oh no! Okay, just call me Lucille Ball.
Use scissors.
Use scissors if you have to. Okay, before the water gets too cold, we're going to cover it up with our saran wrap. And again, each student can do this. And you're going to already see some water vapor in the air of this. So it seems a little cloudy. Then you're going to set this on the desks and put an ice cube on top. And what's going to happen when the ice cube melts a little bit, well, I'm sorry, the water's going to keep evaporating. It's going to hit the ice inside the cup and condense and make little condensation beads. And then when you're all done, if you leave this sit for a few minutes, you can be talking to the children some more. Then at the end, you can tap it, and the water that has evaporated and accumulated will now precipitate. So evaporation, condensation, precipitation. Those 3 things, cycle, cycle, cycle. So that's about all it is to this center, and they can do this a couple times if they want to, but it's pretty basic and gives you a little time to calm everybody down and have them get ready for their next center and talk about other centers so that you have bringing this ELF unit full circle. So if you've got any questions, you can email us at mitchellelf@gmail.com. Thank you.